we're back here at the Carrollton greenhouse doing our weekly update on our salsa garden here. So as you can see, our plants are growing right along. Both of the peppers and the tomatoes are starting to get that second and third pair of leaves, so that's awesome. As most of you know, it got a little cold last night and it's going to be cold this weekend. So last week was gorgeous. You may have gotten out and done some gardening. So I've got a couple tips for you today. If you went ahead last week and planted some of those more tender vegetable plants or some of those bedding plants to kind of help maybe protect a little bit against the frost. Obviously, if you've planted things like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, some of those types of vegetables, those cold crops, those are going to be probably okay in the frost. You're not going to need to worry about those. But if you went ahead and planted any tomatoes or peppers or any of those other bedding plants, the frost can definitely damage those. So you can purchase like a frost cloth that would help protect those, or it's best to just cover them up with something. Even if you can cover them up with plastic or a sheet or something, it will probably help it survive. It may go ahead and stress that plant out with those cold temperatures, but more than likely they'll be able to come out of that. So they may not look their best for a while, but as long as they survive, I mean, that's really probably the most important. But with any of these, if you went ahead and put those out, you do need to go ahead and try to protect those from those cold temperatures. But here in a couple weeks, we should be out of that worry of frost, and you should be green light to go ahead and plant all of the perennial or annual bedding plants and your garden vegetable plants. Check in next week for another update on our salsa garden.